Hey guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution here, and I am outside, so if the sound quality is problematic on here, I do apologize. But I'm here today to bring you an invocation to the greatest power in the universe, and it is from a book called The Greatest Power in the Universe, Akasha Asun, and I'm actually just going to hold it up for any of you who would want to see it, if you can see that there. But that is the book. So I invite you, this is kind of like a little meditation. You may want to repeat after me throughout this. You may just want to listen and take part in the healing and the bringing of the lights that this asks us to do. Why I'm doing this is I did it the other day and I was just really guided to, and for some reason it helped me so much. Honestly, it brought so much power to me, and I felt like I was really guided to bring it to any of you who may benefit from this. So what I want to say is keep an open mind, because you have to have free will in this, and you have to choose to want to accept help from the divine. To give you an idea of what this is, we are going to invoke the power of Ascended Master Jesus, Ascended Master Buddha, Mother Mary, and things like that. So that's where we're going here. So I am going to ask you guys, if you want, you can just look on to the picture, and that's sort of why I have it set instead of my face today, see a little bit of nature. And also I wanted to just also, before we go in, imagine this ice and you see the water, and there is some that is submerged and not everything is completely open. And our intention here is that we want to allow those rivers that flow, those waters that move, we want to let them go unobstructed and let this energy kind of flow through us, is how I'm trying to say. So we're going to do 3 deep breaths in, guys, just to get us started here. And you may want to bring some crystals in before you go. Sorry if it shakes, I'm kind of holding it here. But the first breath in, we're going to breathe in love and light and joy and hold it wherever it is that you feel it needs to be. You may want to take your shoes off for this so that the energy can transmute anything extra. But let's take our first deep breath in. Pay attention to the colors you see. Make sure your eyes are closed. Breathing in love and light and joy, and hold it here. And through your breath, release anything negative or inauthentic into the universe with love. Let's take our second one. And hold this universal joy in your heart. Connect with your breast space and spirit here. And ask for anything that's no longer serving your highest good to enter into the world with love and be transformed from you. And last one, guys. Breathing in love and light and prosperity and openness and fluidity and truth within joy within yourself. And release any of that with love into the world, guys. So I'm going to read to you a passage. It is quite lengthy. As I do this, please keep an open mind and an open heart. Whatever images this evokes, whatever feelings, pay attention to them, and how can you use this in your conscious awareness to bring change to your life, as well as at this point be willing to accept help from the universe and be willing to invoke, sort of the powers that be here. Mighty presence of life, I speak to you within the human heart of everyone and the eternal flame that lives within each. I greet you as the great God I am, the mighty presence of life, the greatest love in the universe, the greatest power in the universe, the threefold activity of love, wisdom, and power in perfect action. I greet you and bless you for eternity for this transcendent service called forth. Through the life stream that each one receives every moment of their life, do I call upon the mighty presence of each to open the cosmic doorway to allow the great ascension blessings to come forth, to expand the spiritual integrity, presence, and flame that each is carrying in their lives, and I am eternally grateful. Mighty presence of life, in the name, love, wisdom, and power which thou art, I call upon the Ascended Master, Jesus Christ. I call upon the Ascended Master Jesus Christ to pour forth his luminous presence, his cosmic Christ healing, and his eternal love as a mighty current of healing energy through the minds, bodies, beings, and worlds of each one. I ask that the beloved presence bless for eternity all those who are turning towards the light, and I ask that the golden healing hands of the Ascended Master Jesus Christ descend and be placed upon the spinal columns of each person, straightening the spinal columns and filling the spines with golden liquid light of eternal courage and strength. I call upon the descent of the seraphim angels, the Christed angels, to descend and expand their mighty Christ flame in each one. I call upon the descent of the emerald ray. As I reach out my life and my love to the Buddha, I call upon the Buddha through his emerald green ray and expand the Buddha presence within the heart flame of each one, bringing forth a transcendent peace and happiness that is the feeling of right desire and all that the Buddha offers. I ask that the Buddha project those qualities he radiates to life, and he awaken those qualities within each one. We love and bless the precious Buddha. I call forth the descent of the angels of the rose-pink ray. I call upon the angels of love, mercy, and forgiveness to descend and fill each one with the rose-pink rays of divine love, mercy, and forgiveness. I ask that each receive the greatest showering of love, mercy, and forgiveness. I ask that the angels prepare the way for the descent of the Mother of the world, as I call upon beloved precious Mary, Mother of Jesus, to descend in the arms of the angels upon the pink ray to each of us. We ask that the precious Mary descend and be with each life stream for a few moments, and I ask that the precious Mary pour forth her heart flame with her loving healing love, and place that around each one's physical heart and brain, and bring forth a perfect healing in the physical heart and physical brain. I ask that the wounds of hate, wounds of grief, and wounds of suffering and loss be healed with Mary's healing presence, and I ask that precious Mary, through the angels of love, mercy, and forgiveness, bring forth that rose-pink ray and pass it through each one's life stream. I ask that all the mistakes of each one and every embodiment be brought into perfect balance through the will of Mary and the angels of love, mercy, and forgiveness. I call upon and forth the presence of Archangel Michael and his angels of the cosmic blue flame of immortal love and immortal power. I call upon precious Michael and his angels to raise their mighty sword of freedom and set a ring of cosmic blue fire around each one and cut free and loosen every one and all lines of force that are discordant that may be coming in or going out to other human beings from ourselves. I ask that Michael, through his mighty sword of freedom, protect each one in a wall of sacred blue flames that cuts one free of discordant energy. And I ask Michael and his angels of immortal love and power to build a permanent wall of cosmic blue flames around us, a mighty pillar rising up 12 feet high, permanently sustained by the higher self of each one, that each one may be disconnected from the discordant energies of the world and free to express the perfection of the great God self within. We love and bless Michael for his transcendent service and his precious angels. I call forth the presence of two ascended beings so forgotten by humanity. I call upon the living presence of God and Goddess of purity and their angels of eternal purity. I welcome you and call in forth in the name, love, wisdom, and power which thou art, to descend and be with each life stream, beloved God and Goddess of purity, and blaze forth your sacred blue flame of cosmic Christ purity through the minds, bodies, and worlds of every one. Anchor your flame of eternal purity within each one as a constant expanding and purifying presence to set the minds, bodies, beings, worlds free of every impure thought, feeling, and quality. We thank and bless the God and Goddess of purity for this transcendent service. I call forth one who is so loved throughout the cosmos for all she has attained, for all that she has given. In the name of the Divine Mother, I call upon the Queen of Light and her angels from the great heavens above. Precious Queen of Light, descend, descend, descend. Come and let each feel your love and your freedom. Touch the minds of each one and set their minds free. Set their consciousness free of the concepts that limit and diminish the human spirit and its light. O Queen of Light, set all minds free with the power that you have. Set the consciousness free so that there may be the knowing and the feeling of oneness of all life. O Queen of Light, expand your light into the minds and the brains of each one. Place your blazing white fire inside the minds and brains of each one. Hold it, expand it, and cause it to be eternally sustained, to assist each one in the days and weeks that follow. We love and bless you for eternity, beloved Queen of Light. Beloved Saint Germain, Chohan, and the Lord of the seventh ray, the violet ray, the seventh seal, I greet you. Mighty Saint Germain, I bless you for your transcendent service to humanity for the past 70,000 years, and I call upon your transcendent service to each one. Saint Germain, you have stated clearly that you will respond to every call. You have challenged the students of light on earth, and I meet your challenge, beloved Saint Germain, and I call out to you in my heart. Beloved Saint Germain, mighty Chohan, we love and bless you for eternity for your transcendent service as the father of the seventh golden age that is being ushered onto the planet. We give you all credit, together with Jesus and the ascended host, thou who hast saved America and the world. Beloved Saint Germain, as you stand with each life stream with your presence violet ray and your violet flame, your seventh ray that you behold, I ask that you would extend your heart flame of freedom and liberty and all that mean to life as violet heart present and every one. Beloved Saint Germain, send forth your heart flame and place your heart flame on your violet flame love to life, the greatest purifying power in the universe, and place your violet flame within the mind's eye at the center of the forehead of each one. Anchor your violet flame within each person's forehead to awaken the mind's eye, to awaken sevenfold flame of creation within the brow of each one. O beloved Saint Germain, you know these children of light who are on earth at this time and those who are waiting embodiment. Assist each one in fulfilling the Akashic record of their life, the highest achievement in this lifetime. Place a wall of violet flame love around each one, and let not the sinister forces and the shadows of discord of the world touch those precious hearts again. O beloved Saint Germain, we know you as Joseph, father of Jesus. We know you as Shakespeare, Christopher Columbus, and we know you as Merlin. We know you as the great and mighty Guru who came to India 70,000 years ago. We know you as an ascended master who has served humanity for 70,000 years. Be with every human heart. Fill each one with your love, with your healing presence of life. We know that you hold a dream, that not one human soul will be lost. Anchor that dream within everyone. Saint Germain, fill each one, their minds, their bodies, their hearts, with what only can be possibly known is the most perfect thing for each one to receive at this time. That will allow the human discord in their lives to stand aside and allow the perfection to come forth, with nothing stopping their light ever again. Your name means freedom. Your name, Saint Germain, means liberty and justice, democracy for all. Therefore, fill each life stream with your living flame, that each one as the life will fulfill the call to life as quickly as possible. And I ask in the name of the higher self, the God I am presence of each one, for the transcendent service. I ask that God and the higher selves of humanity will bless Saint Germain for eternity for this transcendent service that he offers. I ask that each one now join me silently in your prayer to call upon the God life to bless those who have come forth, to bless them for eternity for the transcendent service that has been offered by each. And I ask that all that have received continue to expand every hour, every week into the future, and all we have called forth be sustained. And every time we remember this invocation in the days and months to follow, instantly its effects will double. We bless and we say, God bless for eternity, the great God presence I am, and the company of heaven. God bless you for eternity, and may our lives on earth now become a blessing for humanity and the earth, the powers of nature, the kingdoms, the forces of the elements. May our lives come into great right relationship with the earth and be a blessing to all life. God bless life. God bless the greatest power in the universe. God bless the sacred heart flame of God that abides within each one. And I am Akasha, I am Asun, and we thank you. And I'm just going to say here, I normally wouldn't say in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit here, and that's not what I'm meaning, but however it is that you need to say amen, amen, and accept this wholeheartedly. Come back to it if you need to. I'm going to give you guys a few more minutes just to sit in thought here and contemplate how that made you feel.